Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about digital products and how to do market research on Etsy. So if you have ever thought about selling a digital product on Etsy, but didn't quite know how to do market research just to see if your product idea is a good one or not, I'm going to show you today how simple and easy it is to do market research on Etsy. I'm going to talk about the key components that you need to pay attention to. And by the end of this video, you will be able to apply these lessons to any digital products that you want to do further research on. So make sure that you stick around all the way to the end. Now, if this is your first time visiting my YouTube channel, consider subscribing today. I do upload weekly videos to help you build an impactful online business. And don't forget to sign up for my free masterclass if you're interested in learning how to start your very own digital shop. I will leave the link below in the comment section. So let's head over to my computer to get started. So here we are on the Etsy search feed. And the first thing I always tell people when you're doing market research, especially now if you're starting a store from scratch, or maybe you already have a store but you're not selling anything because maybe you sell wedding invites or maybe you sell birthday invites and no one's buying that and you want to create your own digital shop. The first thing to think about is what's trending at the current moment. So one of the things that I have noticed is trending a lot on Etsy and people are doing really well are with digital products like cards. And the great thing about digital products is that there's no shipping fees. Your return on investment is very, very high. So therefore you can make a lot of money. And the best part, I just mentioned, no shipping. So you don't have to worry about shipping it out or delays or anything like that. So the first thing you want to do is do a quick search on that particular subject that you're searching for. So I did social distancing cards. And then the next thing you want to take a look at is bestsellers. You want to take a look at the amount of reviews. And then you also want to take a look at what they're selling. So when I'm doing market research, I like to look at stores that have been open maybe 1 to 2 years from today. So if today now is 2020, so I would like to look at stores all the way to 2018. Nothing older than that because the data is skewed, is too many years. I can't really tell if what they're selling is trending or not. However, when you're searching for something like this, social distancing cards, you could search for stores that have been open a little bit longer, only because this is a bit of a difference. This is going to be something that is trending at the current moment. And with over time, you might still make money from this, but it might not happen, right? Because it's one of those things that is trending right now. You could open a store, potentially start making money, depending on how long this pandemic happens. If it stays like this for a long time, then you could potentially continue making money for a long time. If things starts to get back quicker and sooner, maybe people will die off buying these, right? We don't know yet. So this is not something that's going to be forever longevity. This is more for what is trending right now that I could start selling and potentially make money from. So those are the things I look at: bestseller, the reviews, and I also look into the sales history if the store has not closed it down. Usually, if you find a store that has very little reviews, a lot of times they have their sales history open because they don't even know that they could close it. That way other people can spy on what they're selling. So just keep that in mind. That's the quickest way. So this is two of the stores that we're going to look at today. But if you ever find a store that has very little reviews, that's the store that you want to click on because you're most likely going to be able to look into their sales. So let's say I clicked on this one and I went to their actual store. So this store has been open since 2017. They have very little reviews. They don't have that many reviews, 82. And they have their sales open, so they haven't closed it out. But you could see what's trending on their store. And it's the social distancing cards. You see how they're selling more of that than anything else? And let's go back to the second page. You see they're selling those a lot. You see? That's what they're selling majority. They're not selling any. They're selling some of their stuff that they normally sell, But as you can see, it's mostly the quarantine and what's happening right now at the current moment. That's the quickest way that you could tell if something that you're searching for is a good idea to start selling. Another way that you could check is the reviews. If you look at the reviews, they have one here, they have one here. Keep in mind, not everyone leaves a review. So the sales option is the best way. But if they have that close, then I recommend checking the actual reviews because you could see how many people have purchased that particular item. And you could see it here as well. And it's every month, almost 2-3 sales per day. But however, they're probably selling more than that. We can't see it because it will be up here and it doesn't give us the actual date, just the sold. So that's the quickest way you guys could do market research. And I'm going to show you a couple of the stores. This is another store. They've been open since 2019. They only have 137 items. They don't have that many items. And they also have their sales history open. They haven't closed it down. One thing I have noticed that's trending right now is these right here. They're like quarantine cards, and you get a bundle of them. And that's trending right now because I guess people are buying them and they want to send them to their family and friends. And as you can see, the store has sold so many of them. And if you go to their second page of sales, they're all over. Majority of their sales is for quarantine, even though they sell other types of products and services, like stickers, but that's what they're selling right now. So they figured out, okay, we're not selling anything in the current moment. What can I do at the current moment to start making income until everything dies off, right? That's what you need to do, especially if you have a current store right now and you're not selling. This is stuff that you need to do. Like think out the box and potentially start selling something else for the given moment, even if it helps you bring additional income in your home. But as you guys can see, I'm on page 6 and they're still selling all of these. So that shows you that they're selling a lot. Another store that I found is this one. Don't mind the copyrights because they do have a lot of stuff that they shouldn't be selling. But for the quarantine, they are selling a lot too. This store has 555 sales. When you click, you're able to see them right here. And they're selling a lot of them. And if you go to the second page, you'll see them here as well. And if you go to the third page, you will see them as well. So this is trending right now. This is what people are buying. And you could make a digital store selling digital cards. So keep that in mind. Look at all these sales that they're getting. So that's another store. This is another one. They've been open since 2018. They have only 39 products. And then when you all go to their sales history, they're selling these quarantine cards. And look at how many they've sold. They sold more of that than their actual products that they normally sell. You see how many they're sold? So this is finding, like I said, another alternative to help you at the current moment to start earning money. And this is a great way if you never sold on Etsy to find something that's trending and start making money there. This is another store. They've been open since 2019 and they have only 46 items, so they don't have that many stuff. And if you click on cards, they only have 21 cards. That's all they added to their store. A majority of their sales are coming from this one quarantine birthday card. And look at how many cards they have gotten. They do sell like quarantine beer labels, so they're selling those as well as many of them. But you guys could see that they're selling these cards like crazy. And this could be just extra income that you make to supplement the income that you're not making at the current moment because no one's buying your products and services. Here's another store. This one has been around since 2015, and they also have their sales open for some reason. They used to sell, you see, wedding printables. Right now, they're focusing more on cards. And you could see all of these are quarantine cards, and they're selling them like hotcakes, and they're making money. Look at all of these. I think they probably sold more quarantine cards than anything else in their sales. And look at all this. I'm on page 5, and look at all the sales that they have sold. And then this is another store. This store has been around since 2015. They have their their sales closed, But you could tell this is their best seller here is a quarantine pack. This is another one. You could see that these are good indicators because 20 people have this in their cart even though they didn't buy yet. So that's another indicator that people are clicking and like, or at least liking, that you could start checking when you're doing market research. And then just check their reviews. Obviously, not everyone leaves a review. They probably sold more of these, but this gives you a good indicator that people are buying these quarantine cards more than anything else. And if you go to page one, these are all from quarantine except this one. Quarantine, except this is a grad card, is quarantine as well. So you could see that they're selling a lot of these, as you guys could see. And then we have this store, and they've been open since 2012. They got 7,000 sales. They have their sales closed, but they also have now quarantine cards as well, and they put those like right on top of their feed. A lot of people have these on their cart, and then when you go to their reviews, you could get an idea of what's selling and what's popular. But you could see them. These are the quarantine cards, and they have them here. And if you go to page 2, you could see that that's all they're selling for the most part. Page 3, that's all they're selling. And this is a great way you could start doing market research and start getting more comfortable at searching for stuff. And this is the final store. This one has been open since 2019. And I guess they specialize on any type of cards, from graduation to anything right now quarantine related, as you could see. And they have all these. They have for every occasion: graduation, frontline worker, quarantine theme, sympathy, encouragement, happy birthday, flirt, parental supports, and announcements. And they're doing really well. They have their sales closed, but as you can see, all of their sales that they have gotten are related to what they're selling right now. And if you go to their right here through the review, you could see that these are all specialized for quarantine. Majority of them are, as you guys could see. But this is the quickest way that you could start searching for any type of product. You could do this for any type of product, whether you want to learn if labels are working right now, if cards are working, these type of cards, if you want to see if invites are selling at the current moment. This is how you do market research, and then you could potentially get a good idea of, okay, this is actually selling. Let me make a whole entire store out of it. I highly recommend creating a card shop because it is trending at the current moment, and you could be as creative as you like with your brand and with your cards. And it's just another way to start making money online. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, let me know by giving me a thumbs up and leave a comment below if you have any questions. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos. I will talk to you soon.